Hello students, hope you all are doing great. Today I would like to explain on the topic called soil erosion. So in this class I am going to explain about the definition, causes of soil erosion and extent of soil erosion, and the last one is some of the institutes which are related to soil erosion. So let us see the definition of the soil erosion. Soil erosion is defined as the process of detachment of soil particles is called soil erosion. So this is very important blank. Detachment of soil particles is called soil erosion. That means when to do the soil erosion, there will be different agents. There may be raindrop, channel flow and wind. Channel flow is nothing but the runoff. We can take an example. So due to these agents, the detachment of soil particle will happen. For example, let us take raindrop. When raindrop comes from the cloud to the surface of the earth, it will come at certain velocity. When it comes at certain velocity and hit the surface of the soil, that means nothing but the aggregation of soil particles. When they hit the aggregation of soil particles, these soil particles will get divided or detached from one another. When they get detached, because of any agent, they will move from one place to the other place. That movement of soil particles from one place to the other place is called soil erosion. So what are the causes of soil erosion? Let us see. The first one is slopy land. When land is well leveled, erosion will not happen much. But when land is slopy, for sure when rain comes from high slope area to low slope area, this soil will go. That is one of the cause. Then the next one is faulty tillage practices. Faulty tillage practices means when we go for summer plowing or before sowing of the seed or the crop, when we go for tillage practices, make sure that our field should be well leveled. If we have up and downs in the field, when rain comes, for sure soil erosion will happen. That's why faulty tillage practice is also one of the cause of soil erosion. Then the next one is overgrazing. In the field, when we allow the animals to overgraze the pasture or the grass, that means we are not covering the soil with the plants. So when these plants are overgrazed by the animals, when rain comes easily, soil can move from one place to the other place. Otherwise, what will happen when we have enough pasture or grass on the surface of the soil? Those plant roots and the canopy will stop the movement of soil from one place to the other place. This is also one of the causes. So make sure we should not allow overgrazing of the field. Then deforestation. You all know the meaning of deforestation. Nothing but the cutting down of the forest trees is called deforestation. When we do this in the forest area, tree roots will not be in the soil. So absolutely water erosion can happen very easily. Then intensive farming, that means hi-fi. If we go for more number of plowings and if we loosen the much soil, that means if you go for more number of plowings, absolutely soil will get much loosened. That means soil particles will not have much attachment to the one another. Absolutely soil erosion will happen. Then conventional agriculture. You know, conventional agriculture, organic farming is the agriculture that what we do. Opposite to that, conventional agriculture. That means by using fertilizers, chemicals or whatever it may be. By adopting all these, we are bringing down the organic matter in the soil. When we don't have organic matter in the soil, absolutely it will affect the soil. When we have the more number of rains or wind, this will cause soil erosion. So soil organic matter or mineral matter is very important. That will cause the aggregation of soil particles. Then socio-economic problems, that means proper management of the field, and also when farmer doesn't have enough money to manage the field, absolutely has to give up. So like that some of the problems will be, but this is not the major problem. When he doesn't have the money, he cannot go for proper management practices in the field to avoid the soil erosion. So these are the 7 causes of soil erosion. Then let us see the next one is extent of soil erosion. What is the meaning of extent of soil erosion? In India, you know that we have dry areas and also wet areas. Wet areas means where annual rainfall will be very high. Dry areas means where annual rainfall will be very less. For example, let us say less than 750 mm is dry area, more than 1150 mm is wet area. Based on the area, it will be differ. But every land area will undergo soil erosion. In India, you know that our geographical area of country is 328.7 million hectares, the overall geographical area. We can assume 329 million hectares. Apart from the 329 million hectares, 162 out of which 162 million hectares of soil is subjected to be erosion. It may be due to wind erosion, or it may be due to water or rain, or it may be any other agent. So because of different agents, out of 328 million hectares, 162 million hectares is undergoing soil erosion in our country. So that means out of which water erosion alone is taking 148.2 million hectares. Out of 162, 148 million hectares is the water erosion. Then wind erosion is 13.5 million hectares. So if we look at if we compare both the erosions, water and wind erosion is very less, but water erosion, because of which erosion is subjected to be about 148.2 million hectares. But if you look at wind erosion, it is all about 13.5 million hectares. So this is all about how much this erosion is happening in our country. But if we see in every year around 5,000 million hectares, this is very important blank. Whatever I am explaining, extent of soil erosion, all are very, very important. So please note down 162 million hectares and also 148, 13.5. These three are very, very important for the blank from this topic. And next one is around 5,000 million tons of topsoil is eroded every year in India. That means topsoil is having good number of minerals, and also top layer of the soil is the fertile soil, we can say. Okay, so the topmost layer, it's a 5,000 million tons is eroded from the field every year. This year 5,000 million tons, next year again 5,000 million tons every year, because of due to different agents, but main agent is rainfall, we can say. So every year 5,000 million tons is getting eroded. Then the next one is 1,600 million tons, that means out of which 30% is permanently lost to sea. That means, see here in this 5,000 million tons, for example, just assume we are having different fields. This is farmer number 1, farmer 2, farmer 3. So when soil is eroded from this land area to this, that means from here some amount of soil is eroded, but it is not getting wasted. It is eroding to the next farmer field. From his farmer field to again it will be eroded to the next farmer field. But we are not completely losing that eroded soil, but it is depositing from one place to the other place. But when we look at this 1,600 million tons, that means out of 5,000, 30%, that means 1,600 million tons of soil is completely are permanently lost to sea. That means from field to the river, it may be from river to the sea, that we cannot get back again. So 30%, every year 30% or 1,600 million tons of good soil we are losing to the sea. This is also very important blank. So you may ask the question, sir, orally in our country we are losing 5,000 million tons, and out of which 1,600 million tons we are losing directly to the river or to the sea. But how about per hectare, how many tons are we losing? So the answer is 4 to 8 million tons per hectare per year we are losing from each of the farmer's land. Per hectare in a year we are losing 4 to 8 tons. See, I am not giving exact figure. The reason is it will be differ from soil to soil, and in wetty soil we can see much of soil erosion, I can say that, but if I am not wrong. Then the next one is first scientific study done by the scientist called Wolny, W-O-L-L-N-Y. Wolny is he's a German scientist. He is the one who did first study on this soil erosion in the years 1877 to 1895. In between 1877 to 1895, he has done research on soil erosion. His name is Wolny. He is a German scientist. Then the next one is, what are the institutes which are working on soil erosion? So these are the three important institutes, but there are many, but I am listing out three major institutes. The first one is CTRI, the first Central Soil Water Conservation Research and Training Institute, which is located in Dehradun. This is very, very important blank. CSWCRTI, Central Soil Water Conservation Research and Training Institute. This is one of the major institute which is working on soil erosion, which is located in Dehradun. Then the next one is CREDA. CREDA means Central Research Institute for Dryland Agriculture, so which is located in Hyderabad. Central Research Institute for Dryland Agriculture. Then the next one is CAZRI. This is nothing but Central Erosion Research Institute. Erosion is nothing but the dryland. We can say Central Erosion Research Institute. These are the three research institutes which are doing research on soil erosion, and they will be giving the management practices and what are the new technologies that we can adopt to control soil erosion.